Hey guys, it's Dr. Curvy here and we're back with another video. Yes, I just recorded that Recon video from yesterday and we're gonna just do it, keep going, keep pushing that daily uploads, girl. But I don't know if I'm gonna stream. I don't know if my future self is gonna stream today, so I'll let y'all know. I don't know. So we have some initiation here. Of course, Morgana is aggressive bitch. But this is the tea I need to talk about. Okay, so a lot of someone asked me, Hiroshe. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry if I don't know your name. Let me get my phone. Oh my gosh, you commented. I know who you are. I see your comment every day, girl. Hiroshe89, thank you so much for commenting on Morgana Tank suggestion. But it works. But I'm just gonna say why it doesn't work for me and stuff. It works. Let's talk about it first. Personally, for me, you know, before we get into the build, let's just talk about my experience with Morgana in general. Out of all the enchanters of my life, Morgana is probably my least played, despite me, you know, hey, she's probably my least played enchanter because something just doesn't click with me. I'm saying this a million times. Even when I play on PC, something just doesn't click with me with Morgana. I don't know what it is. So this tank build can work, but it's me. It's the player. And you'll see in this match some tea. So let's get into this build right now. Okay. So obviously your runes. We love a rune. Your runes is obviously Glacial Augment, as I mentioned in the last video, because I said it. Because I recorded it, though. Oh, this guy's aggressive. Also, their names. What are their names? Scythe 2011? Scythe 2030. Girl. Look at me go. Period. So my runes kind of changed from this recording to now. So in the video, I went with Glacial, obviously. Main, obviously, that's the core. But the three runes was resolved in the video. Here, it's Domination. So we're just going to talk about the Domination tree, the red one. So I went with Scorch. Weakness, Mark of the Weak. That was underrated. I didn't pick that. And Zombie Ward. Zombie Ward is good for, you know, gaining more adaptive damage while still being supportive. Period, right? Mark of the Weak is really good when you mark an enemy with your first skill, and Glacial. Not only they get damage reduction, they do 7% more damage. So weakness is that girl. I've been telling you guys weakness. At late game, it will scale by 7%. And then Scorch for poke. This build is very less AP heavy, so you really want to rely on your runes because I was Glacial. Not Glacial. I was Resolve in those trees, in those three runes. So, but I still didn't do a damage. It's a lot of experimenting. I'm gonna say this with this build, and it's also within the person, you know. So yeah, once again, it's Glacial, Scorch, Mark of the Weak, Zombie Ward, and Mana Flow Band. I went with Transcendence instead of Mana Flow Band. That was a mistake. Why? If you're not building Boots of Mana and you're building Merc Treads for that all-any potential, like up in your face tenacity vibe, you're gonna need some mana. And I'm not gonna build Boots of Mana, so there's that. If you are building Boots of Mana, pop-off says you can mix with this. Like Rakan's build in the last video, you really have to experiment on what works, and I'm trying still right now. Your first core, now this varies from people. Your first two items are AP based, if you can, if you're ahead, because it's a little expensive. Let's talk about it. Oh, look at this fight though. We love that. We love a Shen moment. Let's talk about your first two items, your AP items mostly. Or if you're wearing mana boots, then you can be your three items. Rylai's Scepter. Now, I don't think Morgana is perfect without a Rylai's, like Swain. I feel like Rylai's is that girl because of that icy spice. Wait, I'm gonna burp. Hey, burp. One more. Okay, I burped. Rylai's Crystal Scepter gives that damaging active abilities and empowered auto attack slow for 30 seconds. With Glacial, I don't know if they stack, but it works. Your core purpose with Rylai's, is that slow on the second skill like that. But considering you're spamming that second skill, it's still mana hungry. That's why we take Mana Flow Band. Your next item is Liandry's Torment. Now this item, if you do build it, which I didn't build it in both my builds, but I feel like it is necessary if you're not going for Ludens, right? I'm gonna say why it's necessary because of the next item we're gonna talk about, which you already saw in the thumbnail, which could be something underrated that none of us really know about with Morgana and only been seen by like tanks like Mundo Shyvana and the like. Oh, oh, girl. I need the reason why I want to build a Morgana build is because of that. I want to be more up in my face, which we don't seem to have right now. So yeah. So first two items, Rylai's and Liandry's Torment for that burn. This is a burn tank build, and I want to emphasize that we're focusing on being tanky, having a lot of health, but also trying to burn the enemies down, kind of like a Swain. There's that. Your boots could be boots of mana, Merc-Treads, or armor boots. I went with Merc-Treads in all my games because I want to be more up in their face and be able to tank all that CC. But you can go mana boots if you want that magic pen, so that you do more damage with your second skill, and that mana regen. I'm still working on it to find a decent build with it. I went with Searing Crown. Now, what is Searing Crown? It was a new item around patch 4.0, right? It gives you 300 max health and 50 armor, but no one seems to talk about what the passive does, Fury Touch. Now, this is a different passive to Liandry's Torment, which is Torment. Fury Touch, after dealing damage with an attack or an ability, in this case Morgana's second skill, you burn the target for 3 seconds. That's different with Liandry's, where you damaging abilities or empowered attacks deal 0.5% plus 0.005% of enemies' max health as bonus magic damage for 3 seconds. So they both do 3 seconds, but their passives are way different in terms of that. But they both do magic damage. So it's based on your maximum. It's based on the target's maximum health. So if you combine Liandry's and Searing Crown together, I think they have something together. I think Searing Crown is the PC's what's that? Agony's Embrace? Is that the name? What's the name of that build that looks like a samurai head on PC? Agony's Embrace, right? No, it's not. Something. Leave a comment down below if you know what I'm talking about. After you build your Liandry's, you build it with that. Demonic Embrace? Is it that? Demonic Gaze? Ooh! Leave a comment down below, you know what I'm talking about. So something could be happening here, but I'm still in the experiment phase. This, honestly, when I saw the comment, I'm like, maybe I can make it work. I've only done 2 games with Tank Morgana, and I lost both. Because it's not... I did well. I did well in the games. Something's just not right with me in the champion. I feel like I need to get acquainted with Morgana more. Play more matches with her just to get muscle memory from her. And I know people on the Twitter girlies are going to get mad at me. But yeah, it just doesn't click with me yet. Morgana. Even though I've been playing her for years, casually. I never really had a long session with her. So, you know, good for her. Just like Rakan, Zeke's Conversions is also your item because it gives you a lot of Morgana stats, especially that max mana. So pop off, sis. See? And also, don't forget about the Harbinger, where you cast your ultimate, they gain that Blizzard, blah blah blah, they do more damage. You get it. There's also more burn. Your Blizzard slows your enemies and your allies attack burn. You burn as well. Okay, so period. And the last item could be situational, but we need to talk about this. Do you guys see me building tier, right? So I went with, this is so random considering I don't have mana regen. I went with Winter's Approach just because it gives me more tankiness. Just like Archangels, I feel like Winter's Approach is the health version of Archangel. Sorry, I'm burping so much because I'm speaking in air. So yeah, make sure you guys experiment with Winter's Approach, or if you don't want that, you can build your mana boots and build something else instead. A good suggestion could be Crystalline Flask, Banshee's Veil, Riftmaker, like that. I'm only building Winter's Approach or Archangel, so you can do that to compensate for that loss of mana regen. If I'm not gonna get mana regen, at least I'm gonna get more mana. Also, mind you, I didn't build Mana Flow Band. I don't have Mana Flow Band in this build. Maybe it would have been better now if I built Mana Flow Band. But like I said, this is an experiment, guys. It's a lot of work. A lot of work. Maybe I can get it right in the future. But yeah, there's something's just not clicking. Also, another side item, if you're not going to build, you know, your last item could be Sunfire Aegis. If you're up in people's faces with your ultimate, I feel like the Immolate passive where you deal damage to nearby people, I feel like that's T. I don't know. But yeah, that was the build for Morgana. The screenshot is in the beginning of the video. Make sure you guys check it out. It's still a work in progress, to be honest, because it was just suggested to me today by Hiroshe89. But yeah, I need to work on it, and I need to play Morgana more because I don't get her. to be honest, I love Morgana, but I just don't get it. You know. Well, that's good then. We can experiment. For your maxing, you max your second skill, obviously, your first skill, and then your third skill, your ult whenever you can. Your summoner spells could be is heal flash, exhaust flash, ignite flash. I would take ignite flash, but I would heal because I want more protectiveness, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, that's the build. Let's enjoy the rest of the gameplay and, you know, spill tea. Well, yeah, this was a hard build to think about. It works. There's something there. As you can see, my score is not bad. It's just I don't know. But I still lost. Spoiler alert, I lost this match. Just saying. It's not me. You can I'm giving you guys a match that I lost to give you guys proof. You know. The best way to win a match in this situation is try not to die. Die as less as you can. Is that a word? Die less as much as you can. Die less as much as you can. Is that right grammar? But yeah, die less as much as you can, because, you know, you're able to farm more. You're able to do this. In this situation, everyone was just going in for no reason. It's just crazy. Also, if you're trying out this build, if you're gonna build Leandries with Searing Crown, let me know if they stack up, because that could be like the demonic gaze, something, demonic embrace. No, demonic gaze, that PC item. I miss. Look at me being ballsy. This is the reason why I want this build to happen. Well, there we go. If you're a Morgana connoisseur, let me know what can make this build better. Alternate builds out. This is just from me as like a person who's aware of the items, you know. And I'm doing well. For your you guys can see I went with Thornmail there, girl. That could be something else. That could be Morello as well. If you're using your Oblivion Orb, not Oblivion Orb. Yeah, your Oblivion Orb, that anti-heal with your slow, with your second skill. I think that could work. Girl, I don't want to see action. Get that action off the TV. I'm not watching that. Girl, I've been if you're a TFT player, you know how Akshan is annoying right now, so as he should. Oh, look at you going in on me. Oh, my boot enchant. I forgot to mention that. I didn't buy Zhonya's, as you can see, early. I feel like you need that early Zhonya's to have a presence in the match. But if your team is not following up with you, what's the point? What's the point? Ugh, she got away. Oh, let's skip the time. I got a kill though. Okay, there's some fights. Bum fights. Nothing much is happening, girl. We want the action. I'm pretty tanky. See, I'm doing a bit of damage for for having only one AP item. You know, that's why Mundo builds Searing Crown and Sunfire Cape, because he gets so much burning out of it based on his health. His max health, he builds Warmogs, he builds Spirit Visage. That's crazy. It's a crazy build. Oh, there's that. I guess at the end, I just really need to work on... Okay, now I have my Zhonya's here. I'm trying my best. See how tanky I was in that fight? With Zhonya's and everything. Ooh, see, I do a lot of burning. I do a lot of burning in that build. What happens if I had Leandries? I would have not known. I don't want to buy Winter's Approach because I feel like it's a waste of mana. I might adjust this build and maybe build mana regeneration so that I don't have to buy this because it's a little too expensive. Leandries enough is already expensive. Let's skip. Leandries Torment is already... Did they say Leandries Embrace? Leandries Torment is already expensive. So yeah, it's a lot of work. So feel free to adjust it to what you like and what you know works for Morgana as a Morgana player. You know what I mean? Because after I did this match, I'm like, girl, I need to make a build video out of this because I need to spill the tea because it's a lot of brainstorming, you know? And that's the thing I like about MOBAs is the experimentation because people think that the standard build is a standard build. You know what I mean? Like, just because it's a build doesn't mean you have to follow it all the time. You have to adapt. And I said that on my stream today because people think who play wildrift casually think that the build is the one. No, it's not the one. You have to adjust. You know, if there's so many shields, build Serpent's Fang. Like that. If you get caught, buy a Banshees, buy a Edge of Night. Like that. People need to adjust. That's why the items are there for a reason. You know, people might assume that this item is bad because they're not using it. That's because it's a situational. Oh, English. That's because it's a situational item. So you guys really have to just, you know, stop, hammer time, and look at the item to see what works. Oh, my back is itchy. But yeah, I hope you guys like this. I hope you guys learned something for this. And feel free to ask more build requests. I might try them out. You can also go outside of support, by the way, guys. This Kane was the one reason why we lost. Girl, I don't want to talk about it, girl. I'm over it. I'm over it, Catherine McPhee. I think that was me pinging. Oh, that was Caitlyn. Girl, I would have been pissed. I would have been pissed. That Yi was bad, but he got fed. He was so bad. He was brain dead that he got fed and he won. Girl. The matchmaking system is crazy. Mind you, I went from Emerald 3 to Platinum 1. If I had Leandries, I would have done more burn damage. Oh. This fight was messy. Who was the support? Oh, it's Blitzcrank. Oh. Ooh. Yeah, we lost the match because of that Kane. The fact that, see, Kane support is not broken if it's in the wrong hands. Just saying. But yeah, that was the build video. I hope you guys learned something from it. And once again, this is a beta build, to be honest. You know, we have a lot of work to do with this Morgana tank build. But let me know in the comments below if you've tried it after you watch this. What do you think of it? Maybe share what your vibe is. Let's see the score at the end. Hello. Hello. Okay. I did pretty well, right? I had the most CC. You know, it needs a lot of work. I need to work on it. Maybe build more AP and two AP and then 3 tank items. Yeah, let's see. See, for a build like this, I still did 17,000. It's not bad. But if I build like Leandry's Torment, I feel like I still would have done more. Probably like 21,000 or 20,000. Yeah, that was the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys learned something from this. Make sure you guys like the video, dislike it if you don't. Make sure you guys subscribe, hit the notification bell for whenever I upload a new video. I'm a VTuber who does wildrift content, but I also do other stuff on the side. I stream on Twitch at Dr. Curvy TV, so follow that for more shenanigans. I stream other things aside from wildrift. Ooh, I've been burping. Join my Discord, link in the description below. For you know, to be aware of my uploads. If you haven't turned your notifications on YouTube, which you should, donate to my PayPal to support me in the channel in the long run, considering I am not monetized yet. Follow me on Twitter at drcurvy_YT for more tea. And yeah, that was the Morgana tank build, AP tank, burn tank build. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.